It will build over the next few minutes.
Ow!
Hi, my name is Char, and this is Spicy Takes, the new show where we interview people on campus with hot sauce. After each question, well, before each question, we will be eating hot sauce, and then we're gonna see what happens. So, our first guest will be Guinevere Downey.
Hello. I do a lot of things on campus. I'm the coordinator of the Stonewall Center, and I am also the station manager here at Voices TV. I have been roped into doing this as the first show. I am excited. I'm very excited, yes.
So, our first hot sauce will be the Spicy Shark Jalapeno that you can buy at the campus store. So,
okay.
we will be...
Okay. Are we going to put it in the bowl, or are we just going to put it directly on?
I am putting it directly on with the bowl underneath.
Okay.
As a way to catch it.
Okay.
So,
how much do you hate me? Today
we will
find
see.
out.
Cheers.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah. No.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. So, I know you said a little bit about yourself earlier, but would you like to go further into what you do on campus?
Yeah. So I'm the coordinator of the Stonewall Center, which is the Center for LGBTQ plus students on campus. We run a lot of programming, fun programming like game nights and murder mysteries and stuff like that. And we also do, wow, I am such a white girl. That's got a lingering spice.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
just like, okay. I also do, I'm also the station manager here at Voices TV, which means I help people start producing their own shows and stuff like that. I love how you're totally unaffected by this, and I'm like, okay, this isn't gonna go well for me, is it? I can't help but notice that you've just put one of them away. So at Voices TV, we run a number of different shows, such as Landmark College News and Geek News. And we've done some other shows like Behind the Scenes. We help people with, stuff like if they want to film an interview they're doing with a professor for a class or something. We facilitate that.
Yeah, I have participated in a few of those at this point, and you guys seem to be doing a lot of complicated work, and it's very impressive.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. All right, so.
Okay.
You ready?
No, but
so,
yes.
This next one is the cilantro jalapeno hot sauce. I actually have a whole bunch of these little hot sauce bottles back in my dorm, and every week I'll have a different one of these for this part of it. So this is the one I chose for this week. So again.
Okay.
This one tastes great. All right. Cheers again. A lot of these early spices will be around the same, but they will slowly...
This is less spicy than the first one.
It might even be less
one.
spicy. It really depends.
Rather a lot.
Again, it really depends. Sometimes they will feel spicier. Like, I only had a little bit of this, so it felt less spicy, but the lingering spice was more. Oh, and I spilled everything.
Hold. Okay.
Okay. I apologize. There was some technical difficulties, but...
I'm the only one allowed milk now. Which is what's in the cup, in case you were wondering.
Yes. All right. So, back to what we were about to talk about. So...
We should do the spice again, because by this point, it is no longer in my mouth.
I mean, to be fair, this one was barely in the mouth anyways. I'll probably have to make this one first. You're just gonna...
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, God, that's so much.
I don't think it'll affect you that much.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, okay. So, what was your schooling like? How did you get to Landmark?
Oh, God. That's a odyssey and a half, that. Okay. Graduated high school in 2015. I know I'm an old lady now. So I graduated high school in 2015. I actually graduated from a school right nearby, the Putney School. Progressive education, boarding school, rich girl essentially.
Yeah.
And then I immediately went to a school in, again, southern Vermont, Bennington College, on the other side of the state from here. And I promptly flunked out. Promptly.
I understand that.
So I flunked out, and I went to into the workforce for a year or two, and then I was like, okay, I am done working these kind of dead-end jobs, you know.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I am going to go back to college, and I started looking at colleges, and I was like, but I really it up at Bennington.
Yes.
So I need somewhere that will help me not it up next time.
Yeah.
And my mom pointed me to Landmark, and I was very hesitant. I don't want to go to a special needs school. Good thing I did, because I would have flunked out again.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that is a story that a lot of us at Landmark share, and we're just glad that you have come here and have been able to succeed.
Thank you.
And going from that heartwarming note, let's go to Sweeter Reaper.
Oh gosh, when it's called got Reaper in the name.
Usually it refers to Carolina Reaper. However, this one I do not believe has it.
Okay.
It's very sweet and very good. A lot of these hot sauces.
Oh, it's got kind of like
Yeah.
bits in it. Oh my god, that's so much.
A lot of these hot sauces came from the Pepper Palace in the Hadley Mall.
Okay.
Actually, Holyoke Mall.
Cheers.
Cheers. Like, it's sweet.
Oh, that is delicious.
Right?
This reminds me of, what does it remind me of? Like sweet and sour sauce?
Yeah, it really does.
If sweet and sour sauce was like spicy.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is more of like the throat spice more than anything. So,
Give it a minute, but I might want more of that.
you can have some of it after.
Oh no.
All right. So, what are you passionate about?
TV.
TV?
TV, science, for sure. TV and science, two of my biggest passions. I love being on camera, in case that wasn't obvious by the fact that I am on camera, like, constantly. But I also, oh, wow, that's got a latent kick. Woo! Well, that kick kind of comes.
It's number 3.
I said at the beginning of the show, like, I would be zoning out right around here, and woo!
All right.
Okay. What was the question? What am I passionate about?
Yeah.
TV, science. I love like astrophysics type stuff, space stuff.
I remember you telling me you have a favorite astrophysicist.
I do have a favorite astrophysicist. That is, in fact, a thing. It's not a meme. There's this astrophysicist on YouTube called Dr. Becky, who is like really, really, really good at explaining like astrophysics stuff
Yeah.
in a way that's super accessible, and like I want to be like her. It's like my gay awakening, except with astrophysics. Because I already had my gay awakening.
So it's just a mixture of the two.
Yeah, exactly.
Astrophysics and gay.
Professional admiration, and also like I'm gay for smart people.
That is fair. What got you into your passion, especially for astrophysicists and just TV? Like,
God.
where did that start?
Astrophysics, that is the much easier one to answer. I've loved science and space for as long as I can remember. I had a book this thick, and like this big, gigantic book that just title was Space, all caps. Talked about, I think I still have it actually. It talks all about like galaxies and the way the universe was formed, and it's like got a catalog, and it talks about stellar formation. I read that thing like cover to cover 4 or 5 times.
I actually had a similar book, but for history.
I had one for the oceans.
Yeah, it was like this big.
Yeah.
Oh. Anyways.
And then TV, I kind of fell into TV. I found out while I was here that I wanted to do journalism.
Yeah.
But I wasn't sure what, because I despise having to sit down and write stuff. I shouldn't be trusted with chips.
It's better than the milk.
So I despise like the having to sit there and like type.
Yeah.
And then like write on a deadline. But if I'm sitting in front of a camera, editing and that stuff comes much easier to me. And like I have a lot of character. I don't know if that's obvious to everyone watching that I'm very energetic and loud and fun. I'm fun, right? Compliment me more. You're just giving me this look of like disdain. Okay.
You are a great boss.
And here you are trying to poison me.
You did volunteer for this.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Speaking of more poison.
Okay.
So, we have Gator Swamp Gas. It's probably my least favorite of these.
Okay.
It just does not taste that good. But we have it. It's medium. Yeah, it's thick. It's really thick.
Okay.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers. Why don't you like this one?
I just do not like the flavor.
This is great. That's a great flavor.
Hey.
Oh, wait. No, the aftertaste
Yeah.
is kind of wonky.
Yeah, nope. So,
It
while
does
you're-
taste a bit like Gator Swamp Gas.
the name is fitting. So, what are your strengths and weaknesses?
Oh my goodness. You know, my biggest strength and my biggest weakness is like organization.
Yeah.
Like I'm really, really good when I remember to like organize, as I'm sure you've noted from like the post-meeting emails I send out and stuff like that.
Yes.
But if I forget to do that, I'm but like in terms of like disparate strengths and weaknesses, I think I'm pretty good at connecting with people. I like talking to people, getting people's opinions, stuff like that. And I think I'm pretty good at building connections between people.
Yeah.
In terms of weaknesses, oh gosh. I don't like spicy food, no. Sometimes I take on too much. I'm too excited to be involved in too many things. It f***s me up.
Yeah. Were you always good with like communicating with people, or is that something you had to build over years?
Oh my God. I had to teach myself that. I didn't even realize I was an extrovert until I came here.
Oh.
And then I realized I was an extrovert, and my life got like rather significantly better because I suddenly wasn't sitting in my room all day going, why is my life shit?
Well, you're clearly doing a lot better now.
Yes.
Yeah. And
You're about to make me do worse, huh?
oh, this one is delicious. I actually had to get into this yesterday and put it in my ramen because it was so good. So I love this one, and it's great. So I'm going to put a bunch on because it looks poisonous. All right.
Jesus. My eyes are watering already.
Well, cheers.
Bryce is giving me a thumbs up from behind the camera.
Cheers. It's very limey. Yeah, I was waiting for that.
What? What was that? What was that flavor that hit me in the middle there?
Right?
Yeah, I was like a little woo kind of surprise. Don't know what that was, but
I love it. So we are actually going to go into one of your weaknesses. So how do you balance all your positions on campus and schoolwork?
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good. My language skills are going down the drain.
Yeah.
Just like this will after. How do I balance my positions on campus and doing schoolwork? Well, I have wonderful people working under me. Being a boss isn't just about like, sitting there looking pretty, doing stuff. It's about, as you've seen, running around fixing 1,000 problems one after another, and generally being able to organize people into doing like the actual work. So I have great teams. The team at Voices TV, obviously, and the team at the Stonewall Center. Both are wonderful teams.
Yeah.
Okay.
The spice does creep up.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Look, we're at the halfway mark.
I'm just looking at this one, and it's really ominous. It's like the little bottle here. I don't even think we can see it unless I put my hand behind it. But it's really ominous.
Well, it's about to get more ominous.
Ah!
As we move on to the ghostly garlic hot sauce.
I thought that was this one, or the last one.
No, that was the Serrano lime. All right.
I don't know if you've noticed, Char, but my portions have been getting smaller and
smaller.
smaller.
Oh, yeah, no. My portions have been saying the same. Very garlicky. Yeah, garlicky. Yeah, again, a lot of these early ones are building on each other.
The taste is weird.
Right?
I don't like the taste.
Extremely garlicky. So.
It's like they just shoved a clove of garlic in the bottle.
It really is. I mean, to be fair, there is just a clove of garlic on the bottle. So, what motivates you?
Oh, what motivates me? Oh, gosh. Wanting to do better. Wanting to do better. So, I'm going to get a little real here and talk about something that I talk about in therapy, but it's not like going to be trauma dumping.
Yeah.
So, when I was starting with my current therapist about 2 years ago now, she had me do this exercise this values exercise, where she sent me a sheet of paper with a bunch of words on them that are like values that people commonly have. And I was to order them from like the things that matter most to me to the things that don't matter as much to me. And my top value was challenge, the word challenge. So I always want to do better, be better, do more, challenge myself to be a better person, to do better things, to reach farther. And that's like one of my big, big motivators. And then my next two values were being loved and loving people. And I love getting to like show people care and be able to help. Yeah. Like, I just love to help people, and so I motivate myself by setting myself challenges. I motivate myself by thinking about the people that I care about, and how can I make their lives better? How can I make my own life better? What can I do that will improve things?
And honestly, I've seen your positions on campus at the Stonewall Center here, and it feels like under your tenure, they have grown. And that is very impressive.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm going to start crying for reasons other than spice this time. I've cried 3 times today. Like, now, people have said really, really deep and meaningful things to me 3 times today, and I've wanted to tear up. I started tearing up, as Jalen knows, in our Voices board meeting. And then I teared up during another interview I was doing just before this, and now I'm tearing up here.
Well, Congratulations, you get to tear up more
Oh God, your transitions are so good.
with some Green Gourmet of Vermont Dragon's Fire hot sauce, some homemade hot sauce from around here. I believe I got it at the farmer's market.
The one down by the Putney Co-op?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, this one I've been using for a bit.
This has a dragon on it.
It does
that
have
is
a
breathing
dragon.
fire, and that is relatively ominous. So I've put a very small amount. It looks like a lot more than it is because it's just kind of drained down to the bottom there.
Yep.
Um,
Cheers again.
cheers. Are you laughing at me?
Yeah, this one's more immediate.
What do you mean this is more immediate? I haven't felt spicy at all.
You could also, your taste buds might be dying.
The spice hasn't been that bad. I've been dramatizing a little.
True. Yeah,
But like, it's not.
it's really these ones, and then these ones.
You should not have touched the milk. I almost saw it spill.
It's more these three than anything else. These are the build-up. These are the scorpion pepper and that kind of stuff. Some of the hottest peppers. I mean, that one's called Moruga Scorpion. Anyway.
I don't like how many skulls I see on this one, which is one.
All right.
One skull is one skull too many.
So, we were talking about it a little bit earlier, but what exactly does the TV station do on campus?
Oh, okay. What do we do on campus? So we produce the weekly newscast, which you see on the TVs in Lewis and in the student center and in the cafeteria sometimes. Which is a weekly covering of some of the events that are upcoming on campus and anything notable that might have happened in the past week. We also produce a show called Geek News, which is a show about science, video games, pop culture, and more.
Yeah.
And we've produced a show called Behind the Scenes, where the spice is kind of kicking it in and is f***ing up my words. My words just a little bit here. Behind the Scenes was a show that checked in on various members of the campus community and essentially asked them what they did.
Yeah.
Going behind the scenes. I still haven't had to drink milk, which is what I'm proud of, but I think that's going to change with the next one. So what... what I'm just distracted because I keep thinking about how bad the next one's gonna be. It's not because it's spicy. Like,
No.
the spice is fine right now.
Yeah.
But I'm
not...
just like, anticipatory dread is what's killing me.
Yeah.
I have moved the milk closer to me though.
I mean, from my experience, I would not do that.
So we also we've run the TV station, which we can, like, I don't know, we can put an image of it. I don't know how fancy we want to get. But we run the TV station, which is in the basement of Lewis, and we help people produce shows if they have technical questions, if they have questions about video work that they're doing in their class. We can try to help you with that. If you're trying to produce something like a short film, there's a student who's trying to produce a short film for a film festival right now.
Yeah.
We will help you get in contact with people who might be interested in working on that, get you some tech people to come in to help you film, stuff like that.
Awesome. And you guys also do your editing, right?
Yes, we do our own editing. I hate editing, but we do it.
How long does that usually take for a normal episode?
For Landmark College News, Jalen, I think, takes 2 to 3 hours. Yeah, Jalen's nodding. 2 to 3 hours. So it can take a while. A minute of footage is typically like half an hour of editing.
Wow.
Is my experience. If you're doing like hardcore editing, but if you're kind of just taking the whole raw footage and putting it up, it's much easier. But we still have to write our own captions, and that's one of the biggest time sinks.
Ooh, yeah.
it's not actually editing. We don't edit a minute for an hour or for half an hour, but like writing up captions can be a nightmare.
And I think your nightmare is still coming, though.
Raise it up.
We have the Tres Diablos. It has scorpion, habanero, and a few other peppers mixed in it.
Okay.
And it's blood red.
Just like.
So a lot of them are.
Okay. Oh.
All right. Cheers again. You can smell this one. Again, it's not horrible. It's not horrible.
Yes, it is.
So, we have gone over the TV station. What about Stonewall and CDI as a whole? What did they do?
Okay. So, the Centers for Diversity and Inclusion, CDI, is...
You okay there?
Yep. I'm not going to go for the milk. I'm not going to go for the milk. I'm not going to go for the milk. This too shall pass.
This too shall pass. So,
was Bryce just crossing himself?
Okay, so Stonewall and CDI.
My brain's falling out my ears. Okay, Stonewall and CDI.
You do take the milk.
Stonewall and CDI.
I think this show has broken Gwen. Take a deep breath.
Hell.
Wow, all right. I don't think this is honestly that bad, but...
It's just that I'm not allowing myself to drink milk. And I'm at spice tolerance.
Yeah, I'm not allowed milk.
Okay, I'm going to drink some milk. I give up. I did tear up a little there.
Oh, yeah. No.
Oh.
Even if I handle it, it definitely gets to me. Like, I will start sweating.
I had to drink milk to be able to answer the question.
Yeah.
I think I have to do another sip.
I would say savor the milk, like, keep it in there for a little bit. All right.
Okay.
Stonewall and CDI?
I don't know if it'll have helped, but... So Stonewall and CDI. The Stonewall Center is part of the Centers for Diversity and Inclusion. And the Centers for Diversity and Inclusion, this is so wacky to not be able to speak good.
We have more milk, so don't worry about finishing it.
Oh my God, usually I'm so articulate.
That is true.
I can't even tell, like, I've been working for the center since 2019, and I can't, like, describe what they are. Okay. So, the Centers for Diversity and Inclusion are a place where people, minority groups, can get together and exist
Here on campus.
here on campus. And
What kind of things do they do in the centers?
we do
Shut
up!
This is just amazing to watch.
Shut up!
For context, I had a lot more than Gwen.
Yeah, he really did. Okay. We put on programming related to what our centers are. Like Rise Up puts on stuff relating to people of color, show films made by people of color that feature people of color. Palante is about the Latinx community. They do a series where they talk about popular figures in Latinx culture. These are worse?
I believe so, yes.
Like a lot worse?
This one is more the same. Good luck on that one. It's called Flatline the End.
If I flatline on this, I'm gonna come back from the dead and haunt you.
Ooh. Yeah, you do have to sign a waiver to try that in the store, so you don't sue the store.
Reaper peppers? Oh.
Yeah, maybe don't look at that. That might make you depressed.
Well, my death is coming. Of course I'll be depressed about that.
Okay.
Okay. And Stonewall, we put on programs relating to queer stuff. We're doing a showing of Rocky Horror Picture Show the day after filming. We have a series about queer news, stuff that happened in the week. We do gaming nights. We talk about issues in queer culture, like what imposter syndrome is, queerness in sports, queer people in music.
Yeah. And you also have a queer closet?
Yes, we do. We have the Queer Closet, which is a clothing swap to get people gender-affirming clothing. For people who don't have the means or the ability to get clothing that matches their gender identity, we offer it as like a clothing swap. We take donations. Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, well, second to last, Moruga Scorpion. I've had this one for quite a while. And it is delicious, but I put this in my ramen all the time.
You're a monster.
I know. Like, I'm not putting too much on. I want to survive. And I put this in my ramen lightly. So little. That is so little.
I need a tissue. Can you grab me a tissue? I've just like...
Oh, yeah. Honestly, we should have tissues on the side
No.
for this.
Yeah, you can come on camera. I just had to blow my nose.
Okay, so Guinevere has a little dot, and then I have this.
It is exactly as much as it looks.
All right, cheers. Delicious. I don't think you're even going to get any spice from that.
No, I am.
Oh.
I made sure.
Oh,
I made sure of it. Don't worry.
she got the spice from it. So, what is your greatest achievement here at Landmark?
Oh my God. My greatest achievement here at Landmark. Oh no. I think my greatest achievements are the TV studio and the Stonewall Center. Like, that's where my heart is. I can't say like I've had one program to rule them all or one thing I've done that's like the most important thing that I've done, because everything, even like the day-to-day minutia kind of deal is important. It's really, really important.
Yeah.
And I'm tearing up a little because of the subject matter and a little because of the spice.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, I would say it's the center as a whole. I think the Stonewall Center as a whole in particular, I'd say. Our growth since I started has been indescribable.
What was it like when you started?
Okay, so when I started back in 2019, all the centers ran programs every night.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
For context, now we just do them weekly.
Yes. So I was doing educational programming to start. and I was also doing support programming, stuff like support groups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But we would only have 5 to 10 people coming in on a good night.
Wow.
And that was like our main program nights, 5 to 10 people coming in throughout the course of the night. And now we have like 40, 50, 60 people coming in on our gaming nights. We had 20 people show up to our murder mystery last semester. We have 10 to 15 people easily showing up to our educational programming, and our Rocky Horror event is looking to have like more than our gaming nights.
It might be the greatest night so far. We will have to see, of course.
Yeah.
I see you looking.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it is time. So, the end flatline. It's in a tiny, tiny little bottle. I do not know the exact Scoville level of any of these. I've looked it up online. Some say 6 million, some say 9 million, some say 16 million. I do not know which is true.
Can I get context on this one?
Ooh, yeah, that one, I don't know. It's not that bad.
Can someone look up the...
It's less than a million.
Less than a million?
Okay, for this one, we cannot have too much of it. So I'm gonna... It is black as night.
It is this black dot in the middle there that is not like artifacting. Oh my god, it has the same colors as blood. Can we get a camera? Can we get one of the cameras people behind the scenes, camera people, to come over here and get a look at this from up close? It literally looks like blood.
Yeah, no, the other ones I was kind of exaggerating with blood. This one,
that's gonna be what my poops look like.
So we cannot have too much of it. Even I am having a little bit. If you want it, so even I have this little. If you compare our two, it's not that much different. It takes a bit for me. I will say try to get the spice. Don't get lost in the...
I'm not even going to eat the whole thing. I'm just going to kind of tap my tongue to it.
Let's go. It will start immediately. It is not fun. It is not... It will build over the next few minutes.
Ow!
Yeah, it is not fun. It gets me too. Flatline the end. Yeah, it will slowly get worse. So, while we begin to suffer, anything you would still like to accomplish here at Landmark?
Oh, why are you asking such difficult questions? That was a little dramatized.
I know.
What would I like to accomplish here? I'd like to graduate. Yes, please. I'm not out of milk yet, but... Okay. Well, there's been talk of a student activities building committee, which I have somehow become in charge of organizing. This kind of shit just happens to me. I'm like, hey, it would be cool if we did this, and then suddenly I'm in charge of it for some reason.
Yeah.
The reward for doing a good job is more work, apparently. But creating an actual building for student activities is...
This one is a very difficult one.
Yeah, holy shit.
Even a little dot.
Like, okay, for context,
Didn't even have all of it.
I didn't actually bite it. I just tapped my tongue to it, and I'm reacting like this.
I actually bitten. There's none left.
If I'd eaten the whole thing, I would be on the floor right now.
I have seen people be on the floor for this one.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah.
What would I like to accomplish? So the Student Activities Building Committee would gather student leaders together, and it would get us all to like put together a unified like proposal for the administration on like this is what we want out of a student activities building.
Yeah.
I'm eating a chip.
Thank you for describing what you're eating.
Okay. And
Oh wait, you ate the chip?
no.
with it on? Okay.
I ate a different chip.
Let's keep that away.
If I'd done that, I would have cried. More than I'm already tearing up.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so I'd like to get that kind of a thing started. It's going to be
Yeah.
a slow process, and I have no real anticipation that there will be a building happening, even confirmed, by the time I leave at the end of next semester. But setting that stage, that would be really nice to do.
Yeah.
I'd like to set up Voices TV so that it will survive me. As we demonstrated earlier today, I got up after making myself 4 times to help people solve problems.
Yes.
Largely because I'm a busybody and I want things to go quickly, but also because I have a lot of institutional knowledge and I know a lot about how to make the TV studio work. That isn't easy to articulate. And so my capstone this semester is making that articulatable.
Awesome.
Anything else? I just want to leave the campus better than I found it, and I think I've done a good job of that. But again, as I talked about earlier, challenge.
Yeah.
I always want to challenge myself to do better, and I've done a really good job so far, but I still have a semester and a half left. What can I do in that semester and a half?
And that is an amazing mindset. So, before we end, let's get the camera showing all the hot sauces.
Okay.
Which of these hot sauces did you think was the worst?
Okay, so the end was bad. I'm not going to deny that. But I was drinking milk.
Yes.
I was drinking a lot of milk. I drank like a full glass of milk during that. And it's still lingering. But
Oh yeah.
I would say, what was the one that I started drinking milk
I
on?
believe it wasn't this one. It was either this one or this one.
I think it was this one. I think it was this Dragonfire one.
Yeah.
That one was the worst because I hadn't had any milk. It had all been building.
Oh yeah.
And yeah.
Understandable. And yeah, I mean, for me, since I had no milk throughout the entire thing, again, you can see there is no milk on this side. I did, for context, I spilled it everywhere between the first
and the second.
My hand went wild, spilled everywhere. Wasn't fun. I was not planning on drinking milk anyways, but just shows there is no milk on this side, and I am still suffering from the end.
My lymph nodes are swollen.
Oh, I bet.
Okay.
But yeah, thank you for coming today. Thank you for answering all of our questions, and thank you, just in general.
All right.